Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, thank you so much for joining us. Can you please subscribe by just clicking that red subscribe button or write the word that's written subscribe down below and become part of the member. And also if you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for coming back, you guys. Now, the last time I promised you guys with my birth and delivery story. I guess if you do not know what I'm talking about, please do go to my videos, or else I'm going to try and link it in the card so that you guys can be able to go back and watch the part 1 before you come back to part 2. Okay, so right now, you guys, as I'm going to be telling you the story, I'm actually having coffee. Now you guys know that I'm a diehard for Nescafe Classic, and I'm actually using this beautiful mug that I got from, can you focus please? Yes, this beautiful mug that I got from Sheet Street. I think it was around February or so. So I'm not sure whether if you guys are going to be able to find it more good to you going there now. But anyway, you guys, let's continue from where we left off. Now, I was telling you guys about how I was given a shot. The shot was supposed to actually make the pain go away and everything, and it did not work. And then I was actually asked if I drank, because apparently, I'm not sure, but I believe that if you do drink, then I guess the medication was not going to work, or rather the pain was not going to be numb because of that. But in any case, that was just like a funny moment for me. So moving on, you guys, when they checked me, they found out that I was 1 centimeter dilated. And which is actually, they do have like like a picture on the wall which basically tells you if you're 1 centimeter dilated, it means maybe like you're this small. I don't know what's that small, but in any case, you sort of like the small opening, and then if you're 2 centimeters, it gets bigger and bigger and bigger until it gets to 10 centimeters. Now let me tell you, when I looked at that picture that they had there, child, was I not nervous, because they showed me a very tiny, I think it was actually the size of like 10 cents, if not a 20 cents. And I was like, there's no way, that I'm that, small as yes. I mean, the dilation that they were talking about, it's like, which means that now from that part, it had to go on until it was like as big as maybe this mug that I have. And at that time, the pain was just killing me. Like, it was intense, it was serious, it was very painful. Now if you've given birth, you know what I'm talking about. It was very painful. So then there was really nothing I could do at the time. And at the time, let me tell you something, I was rolling around in the bed, and as the contractions hit, rather, I was just saying my little prayer, because also I've watched this other YouTube video, and I'm not so sure how true it is, but I do know that when you go to child labor, when you go to labor, it's actually a labor war, because I'm telling you guys, lapana go for fire. And if we do not pray, I believe that just do whatever it is that you believe in. For me, it's prayer. So I was praying because every contraction that hit me, I just like, oh Jesus, because I learned that this other lady I think she was also on YouTube. She was saying how she actually works for like the devil, and sometimes they go to hospitals, they target people, all those kinds of things, you guys. Now I'm not sure again if it's true or not. I was just watching a video, so that's where I know prayer is important. And specifically at that point in time where that you're bringing in a new soul on in the world, I think it's very important for you to pray. If you're someone who or you pray, or you do both, or whatever it is that you believe in, you guys, I feel like at that particular time, so you need to consult with whatever it is, or at least tell your parents or your family to do something for you, because guys, it is hard. And I know that I'm going to be speaking mostly from a women's perspective, because I know guys obviously don't give birth, so they wouldn't know what's really going on. So I think so I was praying, I prayed, and mind you, I'm just praying not like out loud, because obviously the pain is just too much at this point. And after I'd seen that I was only 1 centimeter dilated, and lower 1 centimeter is actually very small as well, I was just like, I don't know, I'm not sure if I'm going to make it to the 10 centimeters dilation. So when they were telling me to go, so the doctor came, the doctor checked me, and when he actually told me that, listen, I think you're still like around 3 centimeters dilated, you're dilating very slowly, so I suggest that you go back to your bed, which is the other room that I was telling you guys where I met the other lady. I'm telling you, at the time when I was trying to stand up, I don't know whether it was water breaking or what, and then she turned back just before she had left the room, or just before she left the room. Actually, she was like, "Hi Bo, is that your water?" And at the point I was like, I do not even know, because I was sleeping. I was just rolling around in the bed because it was so painful. And now, mind you, when you are pregnant, they normally tell you that you're not supposed to sleep on your right hand side. It's advisable that you sleep on your left, right? So, and at the point it was so, it was so painful. Although I know all those things, trust me, they were just going out the window. But luckily the doctor was there, so she kind of reminded me that, listen, you can't sleep on your right. It's advisable for you to sleep on your left, right? So again, okay, fine, and that's what I did. Then I slept on my left. It was so difficult though, because now the pain is just coming and coming and coming, and I was hooked onto what I said to you guys before, bandi, right, which is used to monitor the baby's heartbeat and everything. So trust me, every time the contraction will come, I think that thing also tracks contraction, because every time the contraction will come, child, okay, the machine just went steady, but there was some sound that it did. And at the, as soon as I hear the sound, I was like, oh Lord, it's coming. You literally dread that machine because of that, because once the sound goes, it's time, the contraction is coming. And at the time it was like, maybe every 5 minutes or every 5 seconds of it, I believe. But what I'm just trying to say, it was just like, you had a contraction after a contraction after a contraction and whatnot. And then I guess at the time, as the contraction comes, that's when you get to dilate more or whatnot. I don't know. I figure out. It's just like my opinion or whatever. So that happened. And then initially I saw the doctor just said to me, no, it's fine. Just relax on the bed. Don't move anymore, because I feel like your water has broke. And I was like, thank you, Jesus, because I don't think I was going to be able to walk back to the other room where I was. Now, you guys, Lapayana, it got serious, because then that's where the midwife and everybody who actually assists in childbirth came closer. They got all the tools ready right there, and then I was asked to push. Now, they always advise you to push when the contraction comes. So as soon as you get a contraction, they advise you to push during the contraction, because I guess that's safer that way, and also you don't get tired and baby doesn't get tired. Because remember, I guess when you're trying to because in any case I had a natural birth, so when you try to actually push and it's not a contraction, I guess baby is also trying to push in a way, I don't know. But then yeah, that's what they say to you. And trust me, they won't even tell you twice. Like if the pain hits hard and it hits really, really good, well, it's not good honestly, but you know what I mean. So as the pain hits you guys, no one tells you to push, you just know, because it just sort of like happens. No one tells you to push, but it sort of like happens on its own. I guess it's natural, you know what I mean? Like it's natural that whenever the contraction comes, you would want to push. And then I tried doing it. And I guess, I don't know, then they told me to relax a bit, because I guess they could see that the baby's stressed out or whatnot. And then I had to take a break for a while, but then the contractions would come. And as the contraction came, I just had to push and whatnot. And like after a couple of pushes, I'm not going to lie, I think, thank God it wasn't like hours and hours, because I know that I've heard people talk of how they went into labor for hours and whatnot. So for me, it wasn't really hours, because I think I was in there for like at least almost an hour or so. I'm not so sure, but it wasn't that long. And then I tried pushing, and then they sort of like assisted me in doing all the pushing of the baby as well, because I guess the baby was too big, and obviously then the baby couldn't come out. Like they could see the head and everything, I guess. But at the time I was just like dead. Well, they were trying to, keep some conversation going with me, as I did mention to you guys before. I guess they do that so that you stay conscious the whole time. So they just kept, having small talk with me. Well, I was answering, but, I always answered when the contraction had passed, because I could not handle the contraction and handle the conversation at the same time, so yeah, I did manage to stay awake for the whole time, honestly, and I thank God for that, because you guys need to respect women, because childbirth is difficult. It is very hard. I think once the baby is out, that's when you like, thank you, Jesus, and then you just pray that there's no complications for you and the baby. So again, in any case, the baby came out, and then I was given food because remember, while they were eating lunch, I couldn't eat obviously because I was going through the most. So I couldn't eat, and they'd saved my food. And then as soon as baby was out, I'm telling you, I just heard this big thing being dumped on my chest, and at the time I was just like too lazy to even open my eyes. I couldn't feel it immediately that my tummy was, smaller, or my belly was smaller at the time, but I just felt this heavy thing that was put on my chest, I guess. It was because we had to do what they call skin to skin. So I just had this big thing go on my chest, and then it was moving, as nervous as I was. I'm thinking now, oh my goodness, as much as I wanted baby to come out, but now this, I don't think I'm ready. I was not expecting this, right? So baby was hopping and moving and whatnot and crying, and then we had like skin to skin for a while, and then while they were stitching me and everything, because then I do sort of like I did have some tears, I believe, or else they had to cut me because baby couldn't come out. So then they were sort of like sewing me and doing what they have to do. They have to take out what do they call it, the placenta or whatnot. So like they sort of like massage my belly at the same time while the other lady was busy with baby over there, because they don't wash baby. They just take baby and then they sort of like wrap baby up, and then after a while they put some clothes on baby, I believe, because remember I couldn't see properly because I was very far, like I was on the bed, and then baby was sort of like this, so I could see him at a distance, because I'm trying to say he was not right here next to me for me to be able to see that, oh okay, now they're cutting the and so they were there. They went on, so they did what they had to do to the baby. I ate, and then I think I had a couple of checkups, and then after a while I had to breastfeed baby, and then they asked me to go and sort of like go to the bathroom. I guess it's protocol for you to go to the bathroom after giving birth, because then they have to check maybe if you are mobile, you can walk properly, and also they need to see if you can sort of like release yourself, you know what I mean? So then I went to the bathroom. Luckily I could walk properly, everything was fine. Yes, of course the stitches were there, but I could not feel them that much at the time, because I guess I was sedated. I think they just sort of like inject, maybe the injection, else maybe because it was numb or whatnot, but I couldn't feel it. It wasn't that bad. So I walked to the bathroom, I came back, and then after some time they gave me, the lady helped me carry baby and my bags. So we were walking now to where I think it was called ward 2, maternity 2, mat 2 or something, but that's where all the ladies who have already given birth stay. They get nursed, the babies get attention and everything over there. So we went to that room there where I met like a lot of ladies. Now, a lot of ladies does not mean like it was tons of ladies that I did not have space. Of course, I did have a bed, but like it was more than what I saw. And when I got there, because remember I said to you guys, I had this one lady which I was with. So there were a couple of other ladies there already with their babies and everything. We were taught how to breastfeed baby. All the 4-in-1 that you need to know as a new mom, supposedly. They take baby, they do the, so they actually took baby, and then they did the road to health booklets. They fill it in. I guess they take baby's measurements, the weight, and everything else that's needed for that booklet. And then they fill that part in. And then they give you baby, and then you sit with baby. And mind you, you guys, in that place that was very strict. If you think you were going to be busy taking selfies with baby, that did not happen. Well, at least you did it. Maybe if they couldn't see you, then you just quickly take a quick snap and whatnot. But trust me, they told you straight up. When I was busy on my phone, because at the time, as soon as baby was there, I was just busy on my phone. And I remember this lady said, hi, but don't you guys tell her that... Okay, so you guys are seeing my phone is flashing right here, and I'm running out of space. So I'll just leave it here for now, you guys, because I see that the video is very long. So I guess I will have to shoot part 3 very soon. Thank you so much for watching, you guys. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Have you had a baby before, and how was the experience, child? Okay, honey? Okay, so yeah, you guys, thank you so much. Please don't forget to share the video, like, and also subscribe if you haven't by just clicking where it's written subscribe or the subscribe button, and also click the notification bell on the side and click all so that you get notified every time I post. Now, thank you so much for watching my video, you guys. I hope you did enjoy, and I hope you did learn. If you're a mom or an expecting mom rather, I hope that you guys are taking away some of the little bits and pieces of this video. Thank you so much, you guys. Bye.